Hey there YouTubers, your old pal Spidey here again. I got yourself a video review for you. Now this video was not out in theaters, it's a direct-to-DVD, but it's very good and it is on my favorite video site called watch-movies-links.net. The title of the movie is Lesbian Vampire Killers. A very good title if I say so myself. I'd like to think that this movie is a combination of Evil Dead meets Shaun of the Dead. There's a lot of good amounts of gore, even though the blood that they use is, well, basically looks like cum.
Oh, right!
Massive amounts of bukkake-sized buckets of white liquid cum. And this is a breath of fresh air for moviegoers out there who expect to see tons of gore like in standard movies out there. This movie is an English film, but it's very good for an English film. Of course, a lot of English films are not so bad after all. It has good production value, good editing, good comedy, and it's not too heavy on the sex, but it's basically got all the things you could possibly want. Violence, lesbians, and humor about sex.
And funny. Lots and lots of funny. Loads and loads of funny. A gargantuan amount of vagina.
And swearing.
Holy water. It's like a fucking hand grenade full of acid to him.
You said fucking again.
So?
It's weird.
Get over it.
A good amount of swearing. And I just enjoy movies of that caliber. I would definitely consider this like a cult following kind of movie. For those of you who like Shaun of the Dead and Evil Dead series, I suggest checking this movie out. And I'll get into the synopsis right here. You have your main character Jimmy, whose girlfriend basically broke up with him after a several on-again, off-again relationship. Jimmy is feeling all bummed out, so he decides to go down to his local bar and talk to his friend about what he's going to do.
Throw it like you mean it, McLaren.
So they decide to go on a hiking trip, and they throw a dart, and the dart lands on a place they've never heard of called Craigwick. It's someplace up in northern England. So they're on their trip there, and they make their way into this little village, and something just does not seem right. So they go into the pub, and they notice everybody's just staring at them. But beforehand, they're thinking, oh, we're not going to see any ladies, because basically that's why his friend is there, to get some hot poontang. And they actually see this big group of really hot chicks. Now this whole movie centralizes around the folklore myth about a lesbian vampire queen and how she was put to death, kind of. She's really in a slumber, and there is a big prophecy that she will come back when the last of the chosen one's bloodline makes itself present in this town. I suggest checking this movie out on watch-movies-links.net. It should be right on the front page as of now. But for those of you that see this movie later, after my posted date, you're going to have to type it in the search bar. So I rate this movie 5 out of 5. Very good movie. Very funny. Well, not hilariously funny, like as in, like, oh my god, joke after joke after joke. It's more like little bitty jokes. It's a cult movie, a cult classic. Definitely good for those of you who like those kind of horror/comedy movies. Those of you who've seen Dawn of the Dead, this movie is rather similar, except instead of zombies, it has vampires. I personally like this movie a little bit more because vampires are a lot more interesting than zombies are. So there's more characters and more plot development this way. And I would give it 5 out of 5. And this has been your friendly Spider-Man saying good day. Send me emails if you want me to answer any questions. And Excelsior!
Lesbian vampires.
Next time, he'll have me bummed by a big gay werewolf, I swear.